pregnancy was without doubt the worst time of my life. It was the darkest. It was like the dark night of the soul for me. I turned to food, so I started binge eating. I gained 30 kilos. I stopped leaving the house completely. I'd only go to this one little cafe in Waterloo that I thought no one would see me at. I just cried and found it very, very, very difficult to get through each day. It was horrific. And in that depths of like real darkness, I vowed that when I had this baby, I would make my life the best it can be. And so in many ways, the birth of Wolf was sort of like my rebirth. And I think that, it wasn't that when Wolf was born, I actually really struggled to connect with him in the beginning because I had no love for myself, for life. I was empty inside. And so I sort of have this baby. I didn't suddenly think like, oh my God, I love you so much. To me, this was something that had taken all my joy for the last 9 months. And it wasn't that I resented him in any way, but I was not in a mental state to be able to really love him in the way that people say they love their child so much straight away.
I think they lie.
And then I did. As soon as I got home, I started to rebuild myself day by day. And, my bond, but after a few months, it was just like, once it was there, I never looked back. It's been incredible. But I think in a way, it's like we both kind of grew together. And I think that also being a mum, you become, and it's not for everyone, but for me, being a mum made me, I had not been a productive person before. I was taking drugs for the 10 years. I was lazy, unmotivated. I had no discipline. Whereas being a mum teaches you a lot about patience and organization. And for me, and certainly I know it's not for everyone, I think it gave me a sense of a drive and something to wake up for. And also because I'd been an addict, my routine had been so bad. I would go out all night, sleep all day. Whereas with a baby, you're not doing that. No. So it helped as well.
And may I ask you why you decided to keep the pregnancy?
It wasn't even a question for me. I think I never had that doubt. And I think because I knew Wade would be such an amazing dad. I knew the minute I met him, he loved kids. He'd worked in a kids' hospital before. We were so in love at the time. All my brothers and sisters had kids. Wolf is a youngest of 9 cousins. So, and there was not even a second of doubt in my mind. So I just knew. And I always remember thinking to myself, no one has ever regretted having a child. No one's ever had their child and thought, oh, I wish I hadn't. Everyone's always said,
I wish I had more.
Yeah, like, oh, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, So I knew that there would be like this immense feeling of joy and love at the other side of that pain, and I was willing to go through it.
Just like the challenges part of the 7 steps.
Exactly.
And are there more children for you in the cards?
I don't think so. I find it really difficult because I love children and I love babies and I love being a mum. I mean, being a mum is where I love myself the most. It's the favorite version of me is me as a mum. Like, he makes me the softest, most patient, nurturing version of myself that I could be. And our relationship is so incredible and it brings me genuine joy. Like, he is without doubt my favorite person to hang out with. But I think I am so terrified of being pregnant again because I think it was so traumatic for me the first time. B, I don't think I'll ever get another one as good as Wolf. And C, I think that I do have I think 1 kid is very easy. Like, my sister's has 3, my brother has 3. 1 is kind of a walk in the park.
It's very easy.
Yeah. And I think that having
in comparison, it's not easy.
I think it would change things a lot having another. And I don't know if... And Wolf doesn't want another sibling. And I think part of me has always thought, does he want one? Or whenever I ask him, he's like, no, please, no. I think he likes being an only child.
That's a choice. I have only 1 kid, but I would like more. So let's see if it's in the cards. I am separated from the father of my child, but thinking back, I wish I just made another one. I didn't ask him. So, but let's see. I still have time.
Yes.